I'm running.
Day. We good?
If you stop moving, you'll be good. You want to get this focus.
Oh shit.
I'm recording though.
You are?
I
I'm gonna
am.
talk to you anyway, Big Daddy.
Hey.
What's going on? I missed you 2 stops ago when y'all was doing the family life thing.
Family life.
Yeah.
Oh, we were just chilling. Nah, we were there for the last stop.
No, the last one you were there, but you weren't there.
Oh,
in
a couple
Raleigh
before.
or
Yeah,
Charlotte or wherever that was.
Yeah, we had to. Well, I mean, he was doing some other work and.
It's your girl Niki Moore. You were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Season 4, Charlie Murphy on Power.
Nice.
Absolutely. It's gonna be fun.
Twyman, you let me know when you're ready.
Be,
I'm gonna go ahead and start talking. We'll do a dry run. It's your girl Niki Moore, and we are backstage Beyond the Laughs with Just Jokes USA, because that's what we do. I'm standing here with one of my favorite people in the whole world, Big Daddy, what they call him, Rich Murphy.
You gotta stay still so I can get your focus. We gonna move it.
So if I move, is it gonna take me out of focus?
Nah, but I'm trying to lock focus so it'll be a clear focus when the shot.
Okay.
So just look me right in the face, nigga.
Okay, so did you get it?
No, nobody's out there.
In that room?
They got the door locked and the guy standing in front of the room.
All the way out by the corner when you're
Yes,
going on stage?
yes.
All right, did you knock on the door?
No.
You said, look,
That's
I'm not
the
doing
big
no.
man
Say,
right
look,
there.
I'm not
Look,
doing
right
all of
there,
that.
Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
Look, hey, you know what Wi-Fi code? What is it? The Wi-Fi code.
You don't even know what Wi-Fi is.
Right,
That's
Wi-Fi.
something you get with your food stamps?
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Wi-Fi. I got EBT.
Right.
Sure for a wiffle phone. Wow.
All right, so let's just talk, Rich, because this is taking a long time, and I don't want to lose you in case we get some great shots.
Well, you see me keeping the time, ready to find out what's going on, who's going on stage.
So what's been going on?
No,
I hear
just
you doing
working.
big things.
You're doing big things.
As you
Like I
always
said,
are.
we're on Power. We're about to
Season 4?
season 4.
I'm excited.
It's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be interesting.
Everything you do is pretty cool.
Well, not me.
Well,
but everything that we try to do.
Charlie is you.
Everything that we try to do.
See, this is the
pretty
thing
cool.
that I like about being backstage Beyond the Laughs and behind the scenes. You get to see the stuff behind the stuff. Like, people see Charlie Murphy on screen and in movies and on television and the stuff he does when he does his amazing stand-up, but they don't see the machine that makes that happen.
Oh, yeah.
That's
There's
the
a
stuff I
machine
want
that
to talk
keeps
to
it
you
all
about.
together.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
tell me about that. How long have you been managing talent?
Well, I've been in the business for like 22 years.
Ah.
I was an agent over at ICM for like 8 years. I started in the mailroom, what have you.
You started in the mailroom.
Started in
Look
the
at that.
mailroom.
Humble
That's right.
beginning.
Back in the days, they used to have an agent training program with, you would be in the mailroom 6 months or however long, whatever. Then you would start working your way up to different departments.
All right, we ready.
At the agency.
We ready.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
What's his
That's
name?
good stuff. Rich Murphy.
Rich. When
Yeah.
you're talking, I know that it's more personal when you're talking to her,
You want me to
but
look
give
at
us
the
some.
camera?
No,
Yeah,
you
just,
can move.
okay, so you want me
can
to
walk.
move?
You're
Okay,
not
cool.
stable. You can walk
Okay,
over
cool.
here,
Got
get
you.
different angles. You
Okay.
can do
I'm
whatever.
saying,
You
look,
can
if
go
y'all want
around.
me to, face camera, I could do that. Whatever.
We're going to do whatever. We're going to get the shot.
Okay.
I don't know if you
You
get
All
it.
right.
gotta face the camera or something too.
Okay,
You
we'll
gotta
face
get
the
something
camera.
to-
Yeah,
get
you
something to the
got to
audience and
definitely-
each other.
All right.
So
Um,
But
five.
Erica, you can move.
Lester,
Come
get
over
this chair
here.
on my way.
Close that door, Lester.
Okay.
Because that way I can move around. If this chair, there's nothing in my
Are
path.
you ready? Count me in.
All right, can you close the door?
Sure, y'all gonna make me have to go back to my cut.
I know, we got to hurry up.
All right. Get some static. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's your girl, Niki Moore, and we are backstage Beyond the Laughs at the Comedy Get Down with Just Jokes USA tonight. And I'm standing here with one of my favorite people in the whole world. This is Big Daddy. That's what I call him. But his real name is Rich Murphy. And Rich Murphy is the manager of Charlie Murphy, who is the brother of Eddie Murphy, who is rocking the stage at the Comedy Get Down on about, what stop is this for you guys?
Oh, like 200 something. I don't know. We've been on this tour for almost 3 years now. It started from really just they wanted to finish a statue for Richard Pryor in his hometown of Peoria, Illinois. George Lopez called up all the guys and said, hey, look, we're going to do this thing to raise this money for the Richard Pryor statue. Are you guys down? It's no money. You got to fly yourself out, all of that. And everybody was like, yeah, hell yeah, we're coming out. And the show sold out, sold like 8,000 tickets, raised enough money for the statue. And, at the end of the show, everybody was standing around and was like, hey, this was kind of dope. Y'all want to do this again? And everybody was like, yeah. 3 to 4 months later, we put a little test run together. We did like Jacksonville, Tampa, a couple other markets, and it did really, really well. And, all of the guys really gel and are cool, like they're genuinely friends with each other. And so it makes it way easier to be on the road with somebody, especially, 2-3 years going into it, to actually be friends and to actually genuinely like each other. So
it looks like every time I've been to, this is probably my 8th stop with you guys, and every time I do, it looks like you are having fun. It doesn't even look like work. It looks like we at a party. And I know it's work, but they make it look so easy. And I know, like, how much of this is a job for you?
I don't look at it as a job. This is a lifestyle. When you're doing this, and I think that's with anything that you do. If you love what you do, if you're totally vested in what you're doing, it's not work. It's a lifestyle. I do this day in, day out. I don't punch a clock 7 days a week. Same thing with those guys. Even when they're off, I know Charlie for a fact. Always writing. Watching current events, reading papers, what have you. He'll call me up 7 o'clock in the morning and be like, yo, tell me if you think this is funny. I'm like, nigga, 7 o'clock. I mean, it's funny, but, could you have waited till like maybe 9-ish?
It probably would have been funnier at 12.
Nah, when it's funny though. It don't matter what time it is. It don't matter. But, so it's a lifestyle. You go out here, being out on the road or whatever. I haven't been on the road probably in about the past 3 or 4 weeks. So it's almost like, it's never like starting over again. Once you get into it, you're back into it. But sometimes, you be like, oh, I forgot about this, or I forgot, but it's little stuff.
Yeah.
But it's not work. It's this is how we live.
So, how much of okay, you and Charlie have the same name. That means you are related, right?
Yeah.
What's the relation?
We're first cousins.
Okay.
Both our fathers were brothers.
Oh, okay. So you guys are family, and that makes it much easier because it's like some friends. No?
It doesn't make it easy.
It doesn't?
Work is work. The job is the job.
Yeah.
Family, all that has nothing to do with it. A lot of people, what I like about our relationship is that me and Charlie were always cool. But I was the younger guy, whatever, when all of them were out on the road, what have you. My brother was out there, my father was out there. So I'm actually the younger Murphy or what have you, and I was blessed enough to be able to work in the industry before I started working for my family. So it gave me a different kind of point of view than some other people who, will hire their family members who have no experience in the business. So we keep it business. Like, we're family, we love each other, but it's business. If I fuck up, hey, you're gonna let me know. There's no, you don't get a pass. If you fuck up, you gotta own it, and then you keep it moving.
You said something interesting about having no experience in the business. Earlier we were talking, and you started going into your background. That's important, and people don't know that, and I think that makes the difference in how smooth the operation is and whether it's bumpy on the road or even at, home or doing a stop. Tell me about your background.
Well, I started, I went to college. I went to like a, little music school, what have you. And then when I came out of there, my brother actually, because Eddie was a client over at ICM, probably one of the top 3 or 4 talent agencies in the country, in the world, really. And set up a meeting so that I can go and see if I can get a job there. I had no expectations. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. They enrolled me in the agent trainee program, and basically I was in the mailroom for about 5 to 6 months, and then they move you through different departments, and music was my thing, so I wound up going into the music department, and I became an assistant. I was an assistant for about 3 years, and I became a junior agent, and then I was an agent for like 8 years.
Wow. And
then I left there in like 2005 to go start working with Charlie. Started managing Charlie, because that's around the time that Chappelle Show blew up, what have you, and then we started working together.
Literally started from the bottom, now we here. So,
I ain't got that Drake money though. I need some Drake money.
Not yet. It's coming. It's coming. I seen somebody out there writing a check with Big Daddy on it.
Nah. You ain't say Big
So,
Daddy.
it's here, Big Daddy. So listen, how are you married?
Yes.
Okay, so what is family life like when you spend so much time on the road? Because I know you guys, this tour you said has been going like almost into the 3rd year now, and almost every weekend you're doing a stop.
Yeah. But it's the weekend though. I mean, it's a Friday and a Saturday. You leave on Friday, you're home on Sunday, early Sunday, so it's fine. You know, you wish you could be home more, but at the end of the day, if I'm not gone, you know, all the nice stuff that they like, you know, all the toys and, you know, all the accoutrements, you know what I'm saying?
Get on the road.
All of that comes to a halt, you know what I'm saying?
So there's no real complaint.
Nah, it's not.
When the fruits of your labor is there.
No.
So, Rich, I want to thank you for taking time out to talk with us.
My
You know,
pleasure.
I meant that sincerely. You are one of my favorite people, Big Daddy.
This, I can't take it. Sure. Oh, y'all didn't get that though. But when I saw her, how I lit up, I was like, "Oh, you give me a picture right now." We was taking a selfie and everything.
Yes.
Y'all gonna have to fly that in.
Fly that in. We're going to fly it in, too.
B-roll of us.
Look at that. That's lingo. B-roll. Say it again, Rich.
B-roll.
Thank you, Rich.
Thanks, baby.
You're the
All right,
best.
appreciate it.
We really appreciate it. All right, Big Daddy Rich got to get back to his man.
Hey, cut.
Yeah, that's his man right there. His man's his
Thank
man.
you. I need that. Cut it up. I need that.
Hallelujah, I got you. All right, so this is Niki Moore. Let's go and see who else we can dig up. Back in a moment.